Welcome to the Buzz, Indiana's Underground Business Boys. My name is Tony Selzo. We're here at the Bob, the international headquarters for Rainmakers. I've got Andrew Carson here, a certified etiquette protocol consultant.
Yes, sir.
And really, up until I met you about 2 weeks ago, I didn't know there was such a thing. Right?
That is correct. There's only one schoolhouse in the country that is accredited in etiquette and protocol services, and that is the Protocol School of Washington, and that's who I am certified through.
And you got to be the only one in Indiana, right?
There's 6 in Indiana.
Okay.
And there's 2 or 3 of us in the Indianapolis area, but I'm the only one doing it as a full-time entrepreneur. Awesome.
Wow. Niche product, put your shingle out there, hanging it up. How's it going?
It's only 2 months old, so it's going a little slow. Still making those network connections.
Okay. All right. So why would somebody need etiquette, and how important is that in a business setting, really?
Okay. Well, multiple parts to this answer. First part is Harvard University, Carnegie Foundation, and the Stanford Research Institute says 85% of your career success will be directly attributed to your people skills and not your technical ability.
Wow.
85%. 85%. And now less than 50% of American households eat dinner together. And a third of those meals are takeout or carry-out. So there's a lack of dining skills being taught in the house. And 40% of all business is conducted over a meal. So now you start to see the impact of dining skills and etiquette. And etiquette is about first impression and following rules and getting things off to a good start. And so if everybody's playing from the same rule book, it kind of makes meetings go a little better.
Now, Andy, I know that I've read, and just from my family, and that 85 to 90% of human communication is nonverbal, and really, this is a component of that, those nonverbal communication. Is that fair?
That's correct. That's correct.
And so what you're doing is helping people make sure that their nonverbal is screwing up what the verbal's trying to get done. Is that a simple?
That is a fair statement. Up to 90% of your nonverbals are communicated. So how you shake hands, how you dress, how you make eye contact. There's a lot of different components. When you're eating, your dining skills are saying things about you. Everything about you speaks in a business meeting.
And you know what is so scary to me as somebody that runs, we have 61 events a month, and we have over 3,500 people a month attending our events. And Andy, do you know how many times I meet somebody who can't shake hands?
Probably a lot.
It is scary how valuable that skill is, and how many people lose business because they can't get it done right.
That's correct.
I mean, so who is a perfect client for that? Who really makes?
Well, a perfect client for me is going to be a mid to large cap company. They'll have junior executives, interns, sales teams that are out there engaging with those customers, and they want to get off to a favorable first impression. It doesn't have to be a global company. I do teach international global cultural awareness.
Wow.
But domestic companies are just as important as global companies to me. But I'm looking for universities are also a good target. Those graduates that are going out for their first job, etiquette is critical to your job interview, whether you're MBA, graduate, undergraduate, it doesn't matter.
Interview skills, think about it. Here's what I just think brings a crashing demand for what you do, is you got Gen X, you got Gen Y, and you got the millennials being managed by, recruited by, hired by the baby boomers. And that shift in what you talked about in the beginning, and just cultural changing and how we were schooled and ate and developed, that right there just puts us at conflict almost immediately out of the game.
Correct. In the 50s and 60s, etiquette was taught in the home. In the 70s, things started to go away. In the 80s as well. Now you're starting to see a resurgence of etiquette, especially in the global economy, because your competition is boning up on their etiquette because they want to steal that business from you, and they're going to outclass you, and that may be the difference between winning or losing the business is your etiquette.
Don't be outclassed. What a great way to verbalize what you do. You help people outclass their competition. That is a great way to verbalize that. And we were talking a little bit earlier about who would be your ideal profile client, and you said it. We were kind of talking about me. It's a guy that's an entrepreneur that started this thing out of the back of their car, and now is maybe speaking and talking all over the world, that is mixing elbows with CEOs of Fortune 5,000 or 1,000 or 500 companies, And you know they may not have that background to get that stuff done, and they may not have known how they're turning somebody off. That would be a great target client for you, right?
That is correct. Yeah, so, they would be very good. And I do one-on-one coaching as well as group seminars, so it's tailored to the client. Whatever the client wants, I'll deliver.
The only certified etiquette protocol consultant that I know in Rainmakers or Indiana, as far as we're concerned, because you're the only one in the family, Andrew Carson, you've been buzzed.
Thank you.
Thank you.